scaffold that we are on today. About a top of 20 today, as you alluded to, Nathan. Clear blue skies, Division 1, Round 7 action here at Park 9. And of course, our 5 live streams of Division 1 are proudly brought to you by Filming Footy, Sports Interactive, Classic Clashes, Custom by IRTC, High Five e-bikes, where there's 1 or 2 players here that are well in the running to win the $5,000 electric bike thanks to High Five e-bikes. Dartfish, Archie's, Jag Meatworks, Kimberley Resorts and Programs to Fit. Just running quickly through the B-grade score that just happened just moments ago. Port District's getting the win there by 39 points, 83-44. What are we looking for in today's game here, Nathan?
Yeah, well, PAC started the season well too, and with 2 good wins, but they've lost 4 on the trot here, so they're really desperately needing a win on their home deck today. And Port Districts, they've had a couple of close ones early on. Close loss to Sacred Heart and a close win against St. Peter's. Yeah, they're in some good hot form at the moment. They've had 3 wins in a row in their last 3, beating Glenunga by 16, Payneham by 6, and they had a good win against Golden Grove by 46 in round 4. So, and PAC have lost their last 3 by 5 or more goals. So so they really want to come out hard and show some fight in this first quarter.
Certainly makes for an interesting clash this afternoon. Prince Alfred coming in, 3 losses, and Port Districts 3 wins on the trot. As Prince Alfred PAC go forward, my bad, and Jack Ferns takes a nice mark on the chest, right on the edge of 50. And I dare say he'll go back and pin the ears back and go for a shot. 2 goals last week, Jack Ferns.
He's been good from the Eagles, played over 100 games at Woodville West Torrens, leads well.
In he comes, slight stutter, doesn't get as much as he would like. Ball in dispute and slapped over the line. It looks so, first score on the board to the away side.
Yeah, so, as I said, Port District's kicking to the left of screen. In the shadows, it'll be Craig Pitt for the kick in for Prince Alfred. He's going to go out wide. Looking for his big ruckman there. In Neil, he couldn't take the mark. Picked up now, I think, by Singleton it was. And his handball was a bit astray. And there'll be a ball up. About 50 metres out from District's goal. Ball in dispute. A lot of players around the ball. Ball going nowhere. Neil wrapped up in another tackle. So a couple of repeat stoppages here.
But Nathan, just a quick observation there, mate. Craig Pitt taking the kick out. He's kicked a fair few goals this year, and Scott Lysett with no knee strapping, and he was lumbering around the ground at times last year. Yeah,
definitely. The ball marked by Joey Haynes. He's been in good form, yeah. It's good to see Scotty Lysett. He's been heavily strapped up and played a lot forward, but he's been in the ruck the last couple of weeks and been very dominant. As Sharrod drops an easy mark, wrapped up in a tackle. PAC a chance now. Picked up there and kicked around the corner. Leading in the chase there was Quaney, but ball's just eluded him out of bounds. So, and as you said, Craig Pitt swings forward, does kick goals, and working at the moment in the defence. So, a dangerous kick. Clark came across and cut off Haynes' kick. Chance now for Gaffne. He fumbles and out of bounds, deep in the forward pocket for PAC.
Great start there for PAC, causing a couple of turnovers from Port Districts. They'll look to lock this one in their front half. Searles looks to be taking the ruck. No, it's Kelly and Miller Carter. Doesn't go too far for another repeat stoppage.
Yeah, I think Big Scotty Lysett just said he's been best on the last 2 weeks. They spoke to a couple of Payneham people and said he was the difference out there the other day when they got over the line against Payneham. So good to see him mobile and playing in the ruck.
Can Prince Alfred strike first? Not quite. Another repeat stoppage.
So Scott Bentley there. So PAC would love to get the first one on the board here. Just a little settler. So here a bit of Eagle Rock being played by the Districts boys in the rooms after their win. Ball slung on the boot forward, but Joey Haynes is there and he takes the chest mark. We know he's a beautiful user of the ball. Gives it to Nash Haynes. He's looking a bit different there. He's got rid of the mullet. His kick's going to be cut off. Well done there by Josh Perks. He goes back in and gets it. Does very well. McHenry has a bit of a fumble. He goes back in, could have been taken high. Gaffney's all over him. And coming into lend a hand there also was number 44, Davison, back in the team this week, the former skipper.
Not much happening there, ball in dispute. Comes out now, can they get a handball? They do. Kelly pumps it long and strong to the teeth of goal. Who can fly? Looks like Bentley. Clark should mop this up. And he hits the padding. Should have been Prince Alfred's first, but it wasn't. And Ollie Clark kicks it behind that he might rue. Joey Haynes brings this one in. Matt Rose over the top to Nash Haynes. That's a nice looking ball inside, and it is. Moddy Statch didn't have to break stride. Inside 50 he goes, but he's turned over to Joe Howard at centre half back for Prince Alfred. He goes down the line. Moddy Statch making amends there. Not quite, he gave away the free to it looks like Patrick Singleton there on the far side in front of Hackney Road. Beautiful day taking shape here in the northern parklands of Adelaide. He goes inboard. Perks needs to be strong. Gaffney, Grace Boyle. Lysette doesn't quite hold the tackle. Perks, sweeping handball inside. Ball in dispute. Head over it. Looked high from our angle, but I think the umpire is just going to call for a ball up.
Yes, some good movement there from Port District. Just that last kick was a bit astray. So who's going to strike first here? Ollie Clark will be disappointed missing that one from about 3 or 4 metres out, just on the left foot.
Definitely.
They'll rue that chance. So ball right in the middle now. Neil and Lysette go at it. Lysette, little tap down. Niska Hoss get a hurry kick forward, but Jolly picks it up. Now back over to Bromley on that beautiful left kick. He goes out wide. Leading in the chase is Quaney. Modestach is there. Joey Haynes as well. He's wrapped up in a tackle by Thomas Sells. Could have nearly been a bit high, but umpire says, I'll have that. So 40 metres out now from PAC's goal. Tap down, Haynes. He's wrapped up by Sells. Appealing for a free kick, but no prior there. And there'll be the ball up, so here goes PAC. No left foot there from Ned McHenry, so he's done a right foot checky and thumped out of bounds.
Kicked it
straight up in the air, went nowhere.
Yeah.
It was on a bad angle. Should have tried to slam it on the left, but Hugo Kelly just whacked it out of bounds, so there'll be a throw in deep in PAC's forward line.
Looks like PAC are trying to generate one spare behind the ball for that quick kick out. It's very tight though, mostly one-on-ones around the ground. What can Kelly do in the ruck here? Tries to outmuscle his opponent under the ball. Sam Gray shoveling handball. Gaffney just makes sure he gets a touch on that one for a boundary throw in and not a shot at goal to the new player coach, Ned McHenry. He'd be delighted with his team start, I reckon there, Nathan.
Yeah,
6.5 minutes in on the Sportal scoreboard.
Tight finish. They're doing a good job here early. They'd love to pinch a goal as well for their hard work.
Searles dispossessed in a good tackle. And it'll be another repeat stoppage.
So about 30 metres out from PAC's goal. A lot of players around the ball. Cooper Gaffney, sharp little handball out.
That was quick, wasn't it?
Yeah, nice little hands from Matty Rose. Coming across, couldn't quite take the mark there, dying off. But he goes back and picks it up, and it's well smothered by Bromley. Out of bounds, so doing the small things well here, PAC. Ripping day here, good crowd out. Plenty under the PAC marquees. It was the ladies' day last week. So here goes Jolly on the left foot into a dangerous spot. Coming across was Clark. No one really jumped at it. Picking it up there was Ferns. Handball to Joey Haynes. Now out wide to Miller Carter. Looking for Lysette. Coming across was Thomas Carter. If Jack Ferns can pick it up, he does. Now they're away. Oscar Kilpatrick, one of the new players. His kick goes straight to PAC, and his kick goes straight back to Port District. So now it's Jack Gaffney. What can he do? Can't find anyone. In front there was the skipper, Charity, fell over. Jack Gaffney's back there working hard and ball out of bounds. So a bit scrappy there. Players missing their targets at the moment. The pressure's quite hot here early on in this game, as we expected.
Neil and Lysette. Lysette gets front position. punches it towards the boundary line. Another repeat stoppage. We'll just give the viewers the ins and outs today. Port Districts, they have 3 out with Miller Carter coming in, Louis Sharrod and Sean Davidson, the former skipper and new skipper. PAC, 5 changes for them. Scott Bentley, Quaney, James Bentley, Jock Piper and Ollie McGuinness into the team for Prince Alfred. Ball goes forward there, but only as far as Cooper Gaffne. Does he wheel on that beautiful left inside? He's looking there. He sees something he likes on this near side now. Good spoil coming across there, the Prince Alfred defender. Logan Rose, a little dribbler. Kilpatrick, Ferns, time to steady. Low drilling ball. Only as far as Prince Alfred, small defender. Deep in the shadows here at Park 9. Short and wide to the near side pocket. He's got McHenry on short. Goes there. Put his teammate under the pump there with that handball was Patrick Singleton. And it's forced out of bounds for a boundary throw in. About 60 from Prince Alfred's home. Port District's home.
So throw in. 40 metres out. Gaffney's there, he punches it forward. PAC there, have a couple of handballs, picked up by Ned McHenry. Slammed on the boot now, that could be down the ground. And it is, so PAC now on centre wing. Going to go forward here, yeah, looking for Hugo Kelly. Good mark in front of Joey Haynes. Got in good position there. What can Kelly do? Going to go out wide, he sees something on, it's a good kick. Oh, dropped the sitter there, Singleton. Goes back and gets it. He's gone though. Could have been holding the ball or could have been holding the man. It was. You'd expect him to take that. He'd be disappointed with the drop there. Might even have been Sumner, was it? Or
I think it was, yeah.
Yeah, Sumner, sorry, 22-32. I got them mixed up. There's Singleton now. So he's got his hair cut, so he looks a bit different now. Ball there, getting knocked out of it was Sharrod now. Hugo Kelly, his handball spits too quick for Jackie Anello. PAC have a chance now, goes into the middle. Flying at the back was Jack Gaffney. He slammed it down forward. McHenry does well, spins around, shows a bit of class. Out in front now does Quaney. He collects, swings around, looking for Sells, I think it was.
Oh, they're on here.
Scott Bentley it was, sorry. Now he gets a kick though, and he's kicked the goal. Just look down on the screen, not sure who it is. Can you help me out, Jack?
I'm trying.
Turn around. Number 9. Oliver McInnes, young Ollie McInnes, one of the ins this week. Kicks the goal. So well done by PAC. Finally, first goal of the game, 11.5 minutes played. It's been a bit of an arm wrestle.
Yeah, definitely hurt there for Prince Alfred. I think they've had most of the play in their front half, just haven't been able to generate some meaningful entries inside 50, and they were rewarded there for some effort and finally got the Kirin Hayaketsu vodka lemon soda scoreboard ticking over for the first major of the day to McInnes.
Yeah, their defence is holding up well early here as well, PAC.
Nice set, called for a block apparently. I'm not a ruckman, so I don't know how they adjudicate those ones. Jordan Neal should just pump this long and strong while they've got a bit of momentum in the Bentley direction. Kelly Clark should have kicked one earlier, lowers the eyes, and he kicks it to the first goal kicker of the game, Ollie McInnes, and he can line up for 2 in the matter of seconds.
Well, there's Ollie Clark. His left foot was a lot better that time, wasn't it? He just kicked it beautifully out in front of McInnes. So making up for his miss early on there, Clark. And just to put it out in front, McInnes ran on, and a chance for the player that's come in this week to kick the first 2 goals of the game.
Breeze, not a question. He'll kick from 40, 45-degree angle. Looks good. Few cheers from the players, and that's through. So that's 2 in a minute there for Oliver McInnes. And the Reds take a 2-goal lead. About 13 minutes gone on that Kirin Hayaketsu vodka lemon soda scoreboard.
Yeah, they were like this last week as well. I saw PAC started really well against Sacred Heart. They got a 4 or 5 goal lead on them, but were rounded up. So once again, started well today. Certainly pleased the coach, Ned McHenry. And ball back in the middle now. Up goes Neil. Down to McHenry. Sharp little handball to Clark. Back to McHenry. What, can he find someone inside 50? Out in the lead. It's Bentley. He couldn't take the mark. That was James Bentley. Handball there by one of the new players, Denton, and then slammed on the boot, and the ball goes out of bounds. So Scott Bentley will bring it back in. He's going to just chip it over the top here to Thomas Sells. Sells about 60 metres out. Can he find someone inside 50? PAC looking good here early. Sells pumps it in, but no one there. Just trying to chop it off was Denton. Now Cooper Gaffney.
Advantage down the field there for Port Districts. They didn't make the most of it though, and it's chopped off by Cameron Pritchard. Miss Jolly with his inboard kick. He's got some work to do now. Ferns in pursuit now. Jack Ianello. Sumner with support with a Great Shepherd. Has time to steady and find a relieving mark. And they've got some numbers here on the near side. And Pitt fumbles what he definitely should have taken. He tried to draw the high one. Maybe should have got it. Niskahus now, time to steady with the left foot snapper. Does it bounce back? In the path. And sensational defensive effort there from Patrick Singleton to stop a certain goal. And Port Districts don't have a major yet on the scoreboard.
Yeah, Dinoff tried to get a little kick on that, but well done by Singleton. And off go PAC. Bit of frontal contact. Umpire sees it that way, so Jackie Ianello now. Port Districts weren't happy with that, but I think it was there. So Ianello, bright orange boots. She's going to square it in board. Risky, but good kick in the end of Joe Howard. He goes out wide now. They've got Jack Piper, another one of the players in this week. Nice kick through the middle. Loose players. Oh, it's actually got a little bit too much on it. Sharrod, the captain, does well. Out to Benny Gould. He's got Sam Gray, and he's going to chisel one in. A nice kick, a bit low. Looking for his forward there. He couldn't pick it up, Jack Ferns, but clever little kick out wide. Now back to Sam Gray. This time he finds someone, a nice little kick in board, and I think it's Matty Rose. No, it's Niskors. He goes out wide. Always kicks. Missed Joey Haynes, but he's put the right paw out, got contact, and pumped it out of bounds on the full. So a few basic errors being made today by both sides. And pressure hot, yeah.
Yeah, Joey Haynes just probably burning Matt Rose there. He probably could have just gone a 15-metre 45-degree kick to Matt Rose, and he could have strolled into an open goal. Instead, just off 1 foot, tried to have a pot shot and didn't register a score. He makes amends there with a sensational mark, intercepting from the inbound kick, and he likes what he sees inside to Lysette, who's got Gaffney running for support. He should find a mark. He's got Ferns. Another drop mark. We've seen a few of them today already. A rush kick out of defence from Prince Alfred. Can they make the most of it? All the numbers here for Port District. Nash Haynes and Joey Haynes raffle that one off, and it comes to Louis Sharrod. Back to Joey Haynes now. Got a couple of numbers on for the switch. Denton, now Moddy Statch. Cooper Gaffney on his own. And he's got one more if he goes quick. He does. Now he's got time to steady here, does Ben Gould. Nice looking left foot ball down the line. Sam Gray. They've worked this really well, Port Districts. Now can they find a mark and generate a shot at goal? Looks like Lysette, low to his ankles. Holds on.
Yeah, much better by Port Districts. That's why they're one of the best teams in the comp. Reigning premiers, that was beautiful ball movement that time. Sammy Gray just getting involved the last 5 minutes. A few important touches. Now big Scotty Lysette lining up for his first and Port District's first.
Distance shouldn't be a problem here for Scott Lysette, who's kicked 11 goals on the year. Strikes it nicely. Lovely finish there by the big man. And that's Port's first. 18 minutes into the first quarter on the Kieran Hayaketsu Vodka Lemon Soda scoreboard. 5 points the margin to the Reds.
Yeah, good goal. Scotty Lysette, as we said, a good build-up that time. After a couple of little errors on some of their previous entries in forward with some kicking and marking errors, but that time beautifully played by Districts. Get there first, and just a shout out as well today, Cody Rouston umpiring his first Division 1 A-grade game. So well done to Cody, son of legendary umpire Colin Rouston. So ball back in the middle. Niskahos leads in the race, just shoved off it there by Josh Perks, and there'll be a ball up. Ball's thrown up. All in dispute. Players around it. Denton's over the top. Now Sharrod just slams it on the left. Leading in the race there was Thomas Carter. Does well. He was well followed there and well played by PAC. So there goes the throw up. Oh, a couple of players go hard at it there. And once again, there'll be another stoppage. And having a look at it there as well, I think that may be even one of the other legendary commentators, Richard Williams, umpiring out there. I'm not quite sure, but might have to look that up. So he might be just giving young Rouston a hand on his first game. So I think it is Richard. We'll try and confirm that. So throw in, out of side, a few supporters out there enjoying the sunshine. Denton this time has the ruck. Picked out of there by PAC and slammed forward. Coming across Clark. Oh, hit the deck hard. Great pick up by Joey Haynes over to Gaffney. They've both started well. Can Port Districts go now? They do. Ferns. That's Liam Ferns. That's Davison, Davison on to Gaffney again. He's getting plenty of it. Goes up forward. Well defended there by Sumner, but picked up there on the crumb. I think it was Ferns, was it? Jack Ferns, right foot snap. We know he leads well and takes good marks, but that time he was crumbing and he gets his first. So Port District strike back. They kick 2 in a row and hit the front by a point here. We played just over 20 minutes, 2-2-14. They lead PAC 2-1-13. Good game of footy here at Park 9.
Yeah, certainly is shaping up to be an absolute cracker. And both teams have started well. I think both teams will be pleased going into quarter time as we just tick over red time. PAC with a bit of momentum early and Port Districts have fought back really well. And Nathan, just touching on some shout outs, we'll give Tommy Javora a shout out, the fearless leader of our Adelaide Footy League media team. Unfortunately has been diagnosed with cancer through the week, and we send our love and strength to Tommy and his family during this extremely difficult time, and hopefully it's not too far away. We see him back in front of our screens and commentating some local league footy as his love child Cooper Gaffney comes across with a sensational spoil, and I'm sure that golden fist was for TJ. Yeah, no doubt. Just to reiterate on that, all our best to Tommy. Been reading all the love he's been getting and support on Facebook, and he's got a lot of good friends and people out there who are right with him as he tackles this head on. So all the best to Tommy. We're thinking of you, mate. So now PAC, a clever little tap. He's going to have a ping from deep. It looks pretty good off the boot. That was Paddy Singleton, but just faded away to the near side, through for a minor score. So all level here. Started well, Singleton. He's done.
Yeah, he's been in the best the last couple of weeks. He's played well this season. He's been one of their real good players, Paddy Singleton.
Joey Haynes to the outer side. Nice stretching mark there, Jack Gaffney. Little short one inboard to Louis Sharrod. So it looks to be a bit of a game plan there for Port Districts. Try and bring it inside if they can, or execute a switch. Get some uncontested marks, shift the defence. Nash Haynes spilt what he should have taken. Comes to the near side, Moddy Statch. Back to Sharrod, and then Gaffney should be on over the top. He comes straight down the corridor. Davidson, Nash Haynes got work to do. Kelly, excellent spoil. Wraps up Nash Haynes in a follow-up tackle. We know Nash Haynes won't back down. He loves the scrap. Sorry, that's Logan Rose. Looking the same.
Similar red heads.
Couple of red nuts out there.
Yeah, 30-32.
Denton, nice little tap down with the left hand to Niskahus. Kick doesn't find anyone's chest though. Howard just has to take it and ride the tackle from Sam Gray, and he does well to not cough it up or get pinged for holding the ball. And it's right in front of both interchanges. Another ball up.
Yeah, some good to see a lot of Port District supporters out under the shade there, supporting their side. Made the journey from Semaphore out here. So ball going nowhere in the shade there. Denton just wrapping up nil there. So Denton and Kelly now. Quick kick by Niskahus. Doesn't go anywhere really. Umpire says play on. And ball falls into the arms there of Passanidi. First time we've called young Passanidi. Good player. So tap now. Niskahus been busy early. Picked up well there though by PAC. Slam forward and Gaffne. He's had a good first quarter, getting plenty of it. Nice little kick to Joey Haynes. He pumps it out wide. Risky kick there, 2-on-2. Well done by Bromley. If he can just get it up and over the top there to Thomas Sells, but couldn't quite do it. Now Gaffne again. Out wide to Haynes. Those two having plenty of it. Now Gould, he's all by himself. It's Jack Gaffne, in fact. He goes in deep. Ferns in good position. And he's paid the mark.
Just held on long enough there, Jack Ferns. Gaffne and Haynes influential across that half-back line, both having a stack of it in this first quarter. Ferns presents really well as a forward. He's probably Josh Ramsey's Mr. Fix-It. If they're getting beat slightly down in defence, I'm sure they've got the ability to swing him back. But he's lining up for goal here from 45 on the junction. Looks okay. Doesn't make the distance though, in dispute. And a good tackle there from the PAC defence. Holds up Sammy Gray. I'm sure he would have tried to draw the high one. Well said, he'll try and give first use here to Sam Gray. He managed to have a shot on goal himself, but it was to the near side. And that gives Port Districts a 1-point lead, 25 minutes gone. Quarter time can't be too far away. It looks like Craig Pitt's got the ball on the outer side pocket.
Yep, that's correct. Pitt now, he's going to go across the face of goal. Only be a couple of minutes left in this quarter, you'd think. So PAC wouldn't want to let Port Districts get another one. So skipper Sumner there, his kick's gone astray. He was looking for Josh Perks, but ball goes out of bounds. And skipper Louis Sharrod now, about 55 out. He's going to bring it across to the middle. He's got a loose player in Kilpatrick. So, young fella, Oscar Kilpatrick. It's his second game. He's just going to chip it in short on the lead. Oh, cutting it off well there was Jack Ianello. Ball goes forward though. Now, PAC, last line of defence. Kick out wide, Gould's there. Ball goes back there to Cooper Gaffney. He gives it back to Gould. Gould on the left. Short little kick and a nice one. And on the lead there, I think it's Niskahus. And it is. Right in front of the Port District's faithful, as we said. Travel down in the shade.
Have a shot in front of the fans. Go on. He probably should
have.
He should have. He found Lysette's chest, but the siren did go before Scotty completed the mark. And that brings to a close entertaining, low scoring, but entertaining first quarter. Tight contests all around. PAC with a majority of the forward half play in the first half of that quarter, but Port Districts did respond well. Ollie McInnes kicked the first 2 goals of the game inside 60 seconds at about the 10-minute mark, and Port Districts responded with a couple of their own through Lysette and then Jack Ferns. And Port Districts trying to command most of the ball with some uncontested marks and switching and some corridor play, trying to shift the Prince Alfred defence. But they've held up well so far, have the home side. And they'll go into the break full of confidence, I think. Both sides will be happy with how they went. And I think just about wraps up the first quarter. 2-2-14 plays 2-3-15 on the Kieran Haiketsu Vodka Lemon Soda scoreboard. We'll be back after these short messages.
What's the other one?
I've got to turn mine on.
Yeah, turn yours on.
Yep.
I just turn them on myself. You don't have to worry about it.
Ah, gotcha.
Where can you look at the who's the umpires are? Where do you find that?
It should be on Play HQ, eh?
Is it on there yet?
I think so.
Where
I'm
do you,
actually not sure though.
where does it,
Alright. Good to go.
Quarter time, just wrapping up here at Park 9 in what was a pretty entertaining first quarter. I think both sets of fans, both sets of coaches and players would be happy with how both teams tackled that first half. Just reiterating that scoreline. The away side, Port Districts, have a narrow 1 point lead here at Park 9 with goals to Scott Lysett and Jack Ferns and Oliver McGuinness, who come into the side today for Prince Alfred. Kicked the first two about the 10-minute mark within about 60 seconds, so that got Prince Alfred off to a red-hot start. But Port Districts fighting back really well. Jack Banwell and Nathan Woods here on the commentary today, thanks to Archie's and the Gully Public House and Garden, where the best on ground today will take home a pair of slides and a $50 voucher to the Gully to treat one of their mates to a schnitty and a pint. I reckon that sounds pretty good, doesn't it, Nath?
certainly does. Making me hungry thinking about that. And I'll just quickly give a couple of scores around the grounds here as well. Glenunga have started well at home against Golden Grove. They're 4-3 to Golden Grove 1-1. Glenunga desperately need a win. Paynham haven't had a win yet either there. 4 goals won, leading Broadview, 4 points. And the other two games are pretty close. St Peter's just over Salisbury North by 2 points, and Sacred Heart 4 points over Ross Trevor. As ball goes forward now for Port Districts, picked up there by Hawkins. Quick little handball out, picked up to Carter. Sammy Gray in the goal square. Wasn't sure whether to let it go or mark it there, and ball eventually goes through for a minor score.
Craig Pitt to bring this one in for the home side. Obviously the former playing coach, Ned McHenry, taking the reins this year, and Pitty stuck around to help the Reds out, and he's playing brilliant footy so far this year as well. Playing in defence today though, he's kicked 10 goals on the year, so that's an interesting move there by the coaching group. Kelly just winning a free for a push in the back. He's got a short one on, doesn't find it though, that could be costly. Port Districts with the turnover. Looks like Haynes in pursuit of that one. Sam Gray followed up, Niskahus in the Sam Gray direction though. Couldn't get front position in front of Joe Howard, and he wins the free. Really good defending there from Howard. He finds Pitt. Honours the run of Pritchard, the wisest man in the A-grade squad, according to Prince Alfred's social media team. It's with Josh Perks now. Not a lot on forward, not a lot of movement. Sean Davidson just sitting in the hole, ready to pick one off. And he could influence here. Didn't influence, but it found its way to a teammate. Gaffne, time, and pushed out of bounds by Scott Bentley. And it'll be a throw in, about 60 odd from Prince Alfred's home.
In the shade again. Just forward of centre for PAC as McHenry pumps it in long. Dangerous spot. All pack flies. Who can crumb it? A lot of players around the ball there. Ball going nowhere. Umpire's going to come and say, that's mine. So dangerous spot here for PAC. Can they kick the first of this second quarter? Tight game of footy here. Ball bouncing around Jack Gaffney. Quick handball. Niskahus, he's been busy. Niskahus, one-on-one there, dying off. Picks it up. It was against Pitt. Now Kilpatrick does well. Classy little blind turn to Gaffney and a beautiful kick out in front. Sammy Gray. That was great play by the young fella Kilpatrick. Spun around. Very elusive. And Cooper Gaffney, as you said earlier, Jack, that beautiful left foot kick of his. And just put it out in front, and Sammy Gray ran in front.
I'm just
Joey Howard.
Slightly disappointed there. Kilpatrick did all the work, nice spin move and a great handball. No one got around
Yeah,
him for a high five.
I did notice that, yeah.
Hopefully they get to him if Sammy Gray puts this through.
In comes Gray, looks pretty good off the boot. It's through. So Sammy Gray gets his first. We know he's a dangerous proposition one-on-one, so Joey Howard's got his work cut out. He did well in the initial contest before when he was got front position, and he was slung off and got a free that time, Sammy Gray. Beautiful delivery from Gaffne, and Port District strike first. They're out to an 8-point lead. We've played 3.5 minutes of this second quarter.
History tells me if Sam Gray gets one, he normally gets 2. 6 goals for the year, and they're all 2-goal games. So be prepared for Sammy Gray to get on the end of another one. I'm sure he'll have another look at it. Playing deep in the cage on Joe Howard. Be an interesting battle as the day unfolds. Lysette, Neil. Neil wins this one down. Perks hacks it forward. Can they get a mark? Something out of nothing, perhaps? Not quite. It looks like Nash Haynes with the long socks. Just assessing his options. Nice looking ball. Found its way to Kilpatrick. That was touched, but the umpire's called a mark. Kilpatrick down the line. All on his own, Jack Gaffne in between a couple. And they're on now. Can they get the mark? Ferns, he'll get on the end of it. He's got time to steady. Does he go for goal? Puts it to the goal square. Sam Gray. Pinged for the push. And he gives the young umpire a bit of lip too. Not happy with it.
I think it was there. Just gave him a little shove.
Howard. Just a short one to Singleton in the pocket.
So Singleton with the shaved hair. Goes out wide. I think for Clark, but Kilpatrick's done well. He started this quarter well. 3 or 4 touches. Young fella playing well. Nice little kick to Hawkins. He's looking for an option. Just going to go short, straight to Joey Haynes. We know he can probably kick from here.
Yeah, I was just thinking pot shot.
But he's going to chip it in short. And Jack Gaffne, he's getting plenty out of it too. Still 50, just outside 50. Offered a lead there, and short little chip to Matty Rose, but they haven't really got closer to goal. Maybe a metre or 2. Still going to take a good effort here from Rose. He's about 50, kick from 50. Jolly on the mark. So Matty Rose, former South Adelaide player. He's going to come just inside 50, gets good connection. Looks good off the boot. It's a great goal. So Matty Rose showing a bit of class there. It was well worked in the end by Port Districts. They were patient in their build-up. A few little short kicks around the arc. And from 50, just inside 50, Matty Rose gets another one. So 4 now for Port Districts, out to a 14-point lead.
It's really early on in this second quarter, but there's just a couple of danger signs starting to appear for Prince Alfred. Port Districts are knocking the ball around with a little bit too much ease, I think, sometimes in that first quarter as well. Some really good passages of play, lots of uncontested marks for Port. They were just able to chip their way up the ground then and find 2 or 3 wide open inside 50. Last set, flick over the back, really nice. Ferns now, versatile, swung into the midfield. Throwing his weight around. Clark spins out of a logjam. Not quite. Good tackle there by Niskahus, who started really well in the best players last week. Jason Niskahus. Jolly, sharp handball. Didn't come to anything though. McHenry took Lysette to the ground. Joey Haynes now chasing after this one. Picks it up cleanly. Little snapping ball, curls it beautifully along the boundary line. Not quite. Called out on the full. Louis Sharrett's shaking his head. He might be shaking his head that he dropped the footy. I'm not too sure. Tom Bromley now. Neat ball, Singleton. Howard. Pitt working into some space. He honours it, but it's going to put his teammate under immense heat. Kept it in front. This is dangerous here. Kilpatrick, excellent tackle. Bromley, they're away now if they could be clean. And they're not. Matt Rose sitting under that one in front of Ned McHenry. Intercepts the ball.
So Port Districts now, they make you pay on the turnover. PAC just missing a few targets. Jack Ferns. Oh, it's a wobbler. It's going to bounce in front of Gray. Sharrod's there. He has a bit of a fumble. Falls over. Picked up there by Dorf. He just kicks a little kick out there. It's Hawkins now. 1-on-1 in the square. Big Denton, he was there opposed to Jack Piper. And in the end, his soccer goes out of bounds, so PAC to bring it back in.
Hard man to move, big Dommy Denton.
Yeah, he's a big unit, so
Big
he
country
gives.
fella.
That's it, West Coast boy, I think you said. So gives Lysett a bit of a chop out, which is good. So Gaffne now 1-2 with Lysett. He's gone all the way back to Nash Haynes. He's missed him, so PAC now have a chance to close. Put a bit of pressure on. Back to Gaffne. Oh, his kicks hurry as well. Makes it hard for Logan Rose. Done well now. Can PAC turn it over and make him pay? Patrick Gattenby's there, and PAC will be happy with that.
Nah, stiff.
Oh, he's been pinged, has he? Yeah, okay. Yeah, a bit unlucky there. But Port District's just messing around with it a bit and missing a few targets going right back there. Now they come out wide to Logan Rose. Down the wing here. Ferns over the back's got it. He's going to play on. Inside 50, a one-on-one. Look out, Sammy Gray's on the lead. He dives, he marks. Well done, Sammy Gray. In front of Joey Howard. Once again, one-on-one. And just slipped out the back and then ran forward. And the kick was to advantage again. And Sammy Gray's loving it. He's got a chance to kick his second, as you said, Jack. When he kicks one, it means he normally kicks two. So he's pretty unselfish as well. If he's around that 45, 50 metre mark, he looks to play, give it off a little bit. But this time, he's only about 40 out, 35 out. Should be his second, so danger signs here. In he comes. Eli, he's hit the post. He yelled out. I thought he was celebrating it when it went off the boot, but I think he was just a bit disappointed that he shanked it a bit. Into the woodwork, minor score, so PAC let off. And they'll bring it back in.
Pritchard assessing his options. Goes in the McHenry direction. Didn't impact. Rose. Kilpatrick. Rose. Nice chain of handball, and they found the open man on the far side of 50. And it's now with Haynes of the Joey variety.
Similar spot where he gave it off last time, maybe a little bit closer, so he might have a ping this time.
Yeah, I'm tipping him to have a ping.
Yeah.
He was screaming for it before when they were playing around with it. I think he wants to have a pot shot. Distance shouldn't be a trouble. Looks long, looks strong, looks straight. Joey Haynes having a sensational start to the 2025 campaign. Currently sitting third in the High Five E-Bikes Player of the Year voting as well. He might feature in our votes later on this afternoon. We'll wait and see.
He started well. I've given him some thongs this year. Played against Broadview. Had a real good game out there. So Port District's now out to 21-point lead. So PAC kicked the first two of the game. Districts have kicked the next five. So they need a steadier badly here, PAC. What can they do? Big Neil and Lysett are going to go back at it. Henry being watched by Passanidi. Ball slips through to Sharrod there, but now Jolly. Need him to get in the game. He has a wobbly kick. Well done there by Logan Rose. He's a good young player. Being Gould now, out wide. On the lead is Carter. That's Thomas Carter. He couldn't quite take the mark. Could have nearly been paid a free. But well done by PAC to cause a throw up.
I think PAC just a little bit stiff there. The umpire had the whistle to the mouth on Sharrod. It fell to Jolly and he scuffed the kick. Thought he was going to pay holding the ball.
Yeah, we would have rather that, wouldn't they? Smothered there well. It was Patrick Gattenby. Just smothered Passanidi. So it looks like, as I just saw that last centre bounce, that Passanidi's on McHenry, so he's got a bit of a job on Ned McHenry. So following him around for the day, looks to be. Now, throw in, Lysett, Neil over the back. Picked up by Jack Gaffney. AC going in hard and looking for a free kick. You could hear one of their players say ball, and the umpire said that's correct. So McHenry now through the middle, Pritchard to the running pit. This is better. Up forward, can they take a clunk? In front, Kelly couldn't take the mark. Players going everywhere. There's a quick kick out of the pack, and picked up by, I think it was Nash Haynes there. And Logan Rose. We've mixed them up a couple of times, so Joey Haynes to bring it back in.
20-point margin for Port District. The reigning premiers just flexing their muscle slightly in this second quarter. They've kicked the last 5 of the game. Pritchard for PAC. Neat looking ball. Finds his teammate inside 50.
Young McInnes again, I reckon. Could be 3, all 3.
It is. Great eyes.
Yeah. What a beautiful kick by Pritchard. That was right out in front, in between a couple of Port District's players.
That's the kind of service you want. That's the kind of service James Bentley will be after, and Seb Quaney, a couple of big key forward recruits. Yet to see much of it today. McInnes now looks to be right on 50, looks straight, and he loves it. Double Cobra from Ollie McInnes. I would be too if I had 3 in the first half on the reigning premier. And that's the lifter that the home side needed. 14 points. They trail. 14 minutes gone on the Kieran Haiketsu vodka lemon soda scoreboard.
Yeah, just some of their experience. Big guns getting involved. McHenry, Pritchard, Pitt, and falling into the arms of the youngster, Ollie McInnes. 3 goals. Great start for him. It's an inclusion this week as well. So saw his old man Joey. Start of the game. He'll be wrapped. Back in the middle. Tap forward by Lysett. Gaffne in there. That was Jack Gaffne, but now picked up. PAC Pritchard. Good tackle. Gould. Now Kilpatrick. Here's Sammy Gray in position. Just gave Singleton a little shove out, but then lost his footing. So Bromley picks it up on the left. Out wide. And good mark taken by Patrick Gattenby out in front of Benny Gould. So it looks like Singleton now's got the job on Sam Gray. Joey Howard's been moved off. Ball out the back, Ferns. He's been good. Just shrugs his way out of trouble. Joey Haynes pumps it in, but Pitt's all there, and he'll take a relieving mark.
Really good positioning there. Showing his experience. Craig Pitt. He's got Jolly in the middle. Probably on too much heat. He goes for a bit one further. Kilpatrick mops it up. Haynes fumbles. Set upon straight away by McHenry, who was just too late to beat the umpire's whistle. Scampering away was Ned. Lysett, front position, nice tap. Jolly tackles. Repeats stoppage.
Looks like they've got a loose one back here in defence. There's now Passaniti. He's been followed by Mitch Dean, and left by himself is Bromley. So now Gould's going to kick it straight to Bromley, that loose man I was just talking about. So what can they do now from defensive 50? Out wide to Pitt. Pitt, it's a wobbling kick. Made it hard for his teammate in Patrick Gattenby. So now Port Districts go for Thomas Carter. His handball misses Gould. He's tackled without it. Play on, says the ump. Quick little handball out there from Thomas Sells. Working hard in there was Piper. And all going nowhere. So there's a few guys there with shaved heads. Just a bit hard to pick up. We got Sells, Singleton.
Perks, I think.
Perks with the crew, yeah, there's 3 of them. So Lysett just grabs it out of the ruck. Gives it to Niskelhus. He's wrapped up in a tackle. Jolly has a fumble but gets it. Gould. He's wrapped up. A good tackle by PAC. They've just lifted this last 5 minutes. Got that goal and pressing for another one here. We've played 17.5 minutes. 14 points the margin. So still well in this game. Throw up. Lysett does well. Slams it on the boot. 1-on-1 in the middle of the ground. Rose. Good little soccer in front. Leading the ball. And wrapped up in a tackle was the skipper, Sumner. Did well there. Big Dominic Denton. All up. Dangerous spot. 30 metres out from Port District's goal.
Out of the Thevenard Footy Factory there, Dom Denton, 3-time Mal medalist in the Western Air. Sam Gray, something out of nothing! Sensational, Sam Gray.
Him and McHenry have a few words as well. He's pretty chirpy out on the field, Sammy Gray. And that is a great goal. As just said, Jack out of nowhere, just slammed it on the boot. All class, so Sammy's got his second. Margin back out to 20 points.
I did anticipate this game being a low-scoring contest. It'll definitely be a case of who can take their chances. Port Districts are only coughing up 54 points a game this year, which is 10 points better than how they went last year, considering they won the flag. So they're going really well defensively, Port Districts, and if PAC are any chance to come back, they're going to have to definitely kick more goals than points. They're going to have to take the most of their chances on the back end.
Ball back in the middle. Jolly jumps on it. Niskus was there as well, but now Lyset, he just shrubs his way. He's starting to have an impact in the middle. Sharrod, he's slammed in a tackle, and they're going to... Young fella's pinged him for a dangerous tackle, so Louis Sharrod will get the kick. He's had the best of days today so far, the skipper, but he's had a great season. Great kick out in front of Sammy Gray. Bromley now, nice little kick. Inboard to Jack Aniello. He's going to chip it into Jolly. Risky kick, but nice in the end. Jolly cruises around, but he's kicked it straight to Gaffne. Cooper Gaffne plays on, gets around Thomas Searles. Joey Haynes right in the middle. Nice little kick to Lyset. About 50 out. Scotty Lyset having a good game. As I said, starting to really have an impact on this game. He's looking to give it off. Nice kick out in front of Dorf. 1-2, bites of the cherry. He's got it in front of Pitt. So Alex Dinoff. Good. A patient build up again. Port Districts, when they're around 50 metres out, they just wait for a little lead. And Dinoff now. About 40 metres out, 45-degree angle. Take a good effort. He's for a game-high 26-point lead. In he comes Dinoff. He's coming back. He might have snuck it in, I think. He has. Dinoff's got his first. And Port Districts, they're up and about now. They're out to a 26-point lead. 20 and a half minutes gone in this second quarter, so some alarm bells ringing now for PAC. They wouldn't want to give another one or two up late in this half. The big players starting to really have an impact. Scotty Lyson is going to have a little spell up forward now. We'll see Denton go into the ruck, so that's the luxury they have. There's a man mountain down there, so Tommy Sumner's going to have to man up on him, but you got him and Sammy Gray there up forward. Potent combo.
You said he's taking the game by the scruff. He's taking the comp by the scruff too, Scotty Lyset. He's been absolutely on fire this year. Holding the man free for Jason Niskahus. And he's been dealt with after. Don't think it looked as bad as maybe, I don't know. I think he's going to be sent off. Not sure if it's red or yellow. Looks like a yellow.
Josh Perks having a 10-minute spell, yeah. I didn't see it, but you don't reckon a lot in it? It just looked...
potentially.
Yeah.
Might make myself sound like an idiot by saying that, but...
We need the replay. We'll have to have a look on the Dartfish replay.
He does look a bit worse for wear, so maybe he did clip him just a little bit higher, but just on first look, thought it was maybe a bit more shoulder, but... Yeah, we hope Jason Niskahus is all right. Does look a bit wobbly, but he's walking on his own, which is good. Modistar Deinhoff, the goal kicker. Oh. Marked by Kilpatrick on the line.
Has he paid it? He's trying to claim it. Yeah, I think he's got. He was going to give it. He was going to give it away then to the guys there in the square, but
the goal umpire doesn't want to get involved.
Yeah. It looked like he may have fumbled over the line, but it was close, and they have called that.
Right, that's interesting.
Point. Yes,
that is interesting.
I would have been claiming and going straight back, not even thinking about throwing the ball to the PAC player for a kick in.
If the goal umpire thought it was a point, he should have maybe just signalled. I'm not sure, but anyway, they've done this quite a few times, PAC, but haven't really gone much further than this. And they don't have many options. It's with Hayden Jolly, the former Gold Coast Sun. Goes to the outer side. Gattenby did well to keep his feet, but he ran into a Benjamin Gould brick wall. And he's given away, holding the ball free. Deinhoff, so he's been busy the last couple of minutes. got his tail up after his first snag of the day. 26 points to margin, 23 minutes gone as we approach half-time. It would be an absolute coach killer if Prince Alfred conceded another one before the break.
Yeah, 7 of the last 8 goals to Port Districts. Really putting the foot down there as Jolly's wrapped up by Dorf and the skipper Sharrett. So hanging on for dear life here at PAC. Late in the first half. Lyset taps it out. Ball pings out now to Jolly. He's having a bit of it in this second quarter. Just slams it on the boot though, straight to Joey Haynes. About 60 out. Can he find a target? A lot of players inside 50. Out wide there, he's got Ferns. Jolly comes across, does well. And Gould, he's been pretty busy as well on the wing, Benny Gould. He's wrapped up in a tackle. So deep in Port District's forward line. Lyset doing the rucking now in the forward line with Neil. Just clunks it out of the mid-air. Gives it to Kilpatrick. He gets a bad bounce. Pritchard couldn't pick it up. He fumbles. Kilpatrick back in there now, dying off. All pinging around everywhere. Picked up, slammed forward there by Dinoff and smashed through for a minor score. So all the attacking done by Port Districts here. They go to 7-6. 48, 3-3, 21, 27-point margin. Approaching 25 minutes in this second quarter.
How did that ball stay in for so long, is my question. Jolly gets the front on contact against Sam Gray. Doesn't think he got any man or ball. It was certainly a dangerous kick. Ferns was streaming in for a shot on goal, but not to be. Bromley, Clark, spoiled, did well to recover. Jack Ianello, nice chain of handballs now. They kick. Searles, only as far as Joey Haynes. And that'll be 25. That's a bit of ill discipline there by Gattenby. Just gave him a little push for his troubles after he marked it. And they come to half forward now. Half back to half forward in a flash for Districts. It's with Cooper Gaffney in real safe hands. Chiseling ball. Lyset. Fell in his lap. Coming across there was Singleton. And it missed everyone. Looked like Ferns as well in that initial marking contest. And waiting out the back was the big fella. And he can kick his second.
Yeah, having a real impact in this second quarter. Big Scotty Lyset doing it around the ground and also up forward.
On the runway now from 48. Trying to work its way back. It's going to fall short. Kilpatrick follows up. Good tackle on Jack Ianello. He might just rue that one a little bit there, Kilpatrick. Looked like he was in position A. Lyset, good tap. Dinoff. Eventually taken over by the skipper, Tommy Sumner.
Yeah, he worked his way to a good position there, Kilpatrick, didn't he? And just slipped through the hand, so golden opportunity slip. Clark. Oliver out wide now to Bentley. I need James Bentley to get into the game. Kick some goals for the PAC boys. Ball out wide. Gattenby's there. And I can hear a stopwatch going, so that could just about be the end of the first half here. 27 minutes were gone, and it's all Port Districts that quarter. They kicked 5 to PAC's 1, and they're taking a very handy 29-point lead into this first quarter. Sammy Gray had a good quarter. He looked real dangerous up forward. He's the only multiple goal kicker for Port Districts, along with Rose, Joey Haynes, Scotty Lyset, Jack Ferns. Alex Dinoff kicked one as well. So Port District 7, 3. All goal kickers, all scores were by Oliver McGuinness. All goals are scored by Oliver McGuinness so far. He's having a good game with 3 goals. But yeah, Port Districts, as we said, kicked 7 of the last 8. So yeah, Jack, they're looking very dangerous, and Port PAC are going to have to come out in this second half and kick a few early on.
Yeah, certainly. It'd be interesting to see how if they change things up. Just sort of breaking down a little bit through the middle of the ground, not generating any real meaningful inside 50s. And when they did, they kicked the goal from it with McInnes kicking all 3 of their goals. So they're going to have to find some other avenues to scoring. And it'll be interesting to see what they do after the break. But as you said, all Port Districts in that quarter, 5-1, leading by 29 points as we close for half-time. All 5 live streams of Division 1 are proudly brought to you by our major sponsors, Filming Footy, Sports Interactive, Classic Clashes, Custom by ITC, High Five E-Bikes, Dartfish, Archie's, Jag Meatworks, Kimberley Resorts, programs to fit. We'll be back very shortly with some around the grounds and for the rest of the action here at Park 9, where the reigning premiers, Port District, hold a 29-point advantage. Approaching third quarter action here at Park 9 between Prince Alfred and Port Districts, where the reigning premiers hold a 29-point advantage. 7-8-50 plays 3-3-21, the home side. Third quarter action coming your way on Filming Footy, of course, thanks to our sponsors. Sports Interactive, Filming Footy, Classic Clashes, custom by ORTC, High Five e-bikes, Dartfish, Jag Meatworks, Kimberley Resorts, programs to fit, and of course Archie's, where the best on ground will take home a pair of slides and a $50 voucher thanks to the Gully Public Gas and Garden up at Teacher Gully. Jack Banwell and Nathan Woods with you today on Filming Footy. Nathan, how have you seen the first half?
Yeah, well, PSC obviously started well. First quarter, they kicked the first two. But then the second half, the big names started to really fire for Port Districts and kicking 7 of the last 8 there. So looking really dangerous. So it'll be interesting to see how PAC respond here as the ball's thrown up in the air. Ball's down to Sharrod. Carter get to shove in the back, but umpire says play on. Dangerous forward kick here by PAC. Hugo Kelly's there. He gets a handball out wide. Goes straight to Thomas Carter. He just pumps it back down the middle. Bromley's in good position, turns around and takes a good mark at half back. So PAC looking to move it quickly. Out wide. Good position there was Jack Iannello, but well done by Gould, and ball's out of bounds. So trying to play on quickly there. Get something moving, but cut off well there by Benny Gould. But yeah, as I said, that second quarter, Port Districts really put the foot down. Sammy Gray was dangerous, Lysett good in the middle. Kilpatrick had a good quarter. So ball now, Thomas Carter. He started this quarter well, a few touches. And ball going nowhere. Just a little push and shove going on there. Lysett taps it down. Sharrod couldn't pick it up. Lysett does well. Kilpatrick out wide. Kicks in front of Sammy Gray. He gets a bit of a bad bounce. Over the back now, Singleton. Just pumps it out in space and says, go on, run onto that. Hugo Kelly's out there. Well done there by Miller Carter. Nash Haynes now. Chisels one in board and in the back. Kilpatrick, I like the look of this player, Jack. A good young player.
Yeah, definitely. For his second game, made his senior debut last week, Oscar Kilpatrick.
Surely they'd call him Oyster, wouldn't they? Oscar,
I think it was Killer or something.
Yeah, I've heard him say Killer. So he kicks the ball forward. Kelly now, what can he do? Picks it up. Tries to get around one. A big sweeping handball into no one in particular. And just handballs it out of bounds in the end. So Joey Haynes will bring it back in for Port Districts.
Couple of minutes gone here. Third quarter action in the BTR Excavations Division 1 Adelaide Footy League. Sam Gray, off hands. Neil does a 360, gets a handball out. Jolly with a bit of composure. Singleton. And Jolly, I think, was dumped. And they play on advantage.
It stopped there, didn't?
Yeah, I think everyone stopped and it caused the rush kick. But this could work. Bentley gets his man under the ball. He hasn't had much involvement so far. James Bentley. Cooper Gaffne, the dashing halfback, comes through, mops up the mess. And Miller Carter, with a bit of poise, just over the head of his teammate. Hugo Kelly slapping it and doesn't keep it in.
Just give you some scores around the grounds as well,
please,
Jack. So Glenunga doing well against Golden Grove. They lead 9-5-59. 4-1-25 Golden Grove. So 34 points. Glenunga looking good there. Payneham, they look like they'll get their first win against Broadies. They're up by 7 goals. As Sharrod kicks the ball forward. Picked up by Hawkins. He's wrapped up.
Bromley, it looks like, with that raking left boot. Just doesn't find a teammate. Nash Haynes, sensational. Tap forward, keeping it moving. Gaffney, sweeping handball. Gould. How many times do we call him in the first half? Gray, Singleton, good spoil. Stays in, now it's out. Sam Gray, just harassed over the line. More around the grounds, please, Nate.
Yeah, sorry, the next 2 games, Sacred Heart, Ross Trevor doing well against them. They're 3 goals up, or 19 points up, 6-6 to 3-5. So they're having a good year at Ross Trevor. They've come up and doing very well in Div 1. And St. Peter's are 20 points up against Salisbury North out there, so they're going well as well.
I tipped Rocks.
Oh, good tip.
Looking
yeah,
good,
yeah, they're
good.
looking good.
Singleton. Out to the far side. Jock Piper into the side today. Goes to the skipper. Jolly now. Should find a target. Uses the ball well. Doesn't let me down. Kelly lets his teammate down there though. Poor handball. Piper, time to mop up. And McInnes over his head. Davidson. Haynes. Time to steady. And pumps it 65 out of the defensive area. And Bromley. Really well done. Raking forward. Over McInnes' head again. Is this deja vu or what?
He's going to get a free this time for a little shove. It's probably a bit too far out though.
I think so. He's kicked their only 3 goals of the day, Ollie McInnes. He plays on, puts it to the hot spot. Ianello, off hands. Who's there? Clark. Gaffney, head over it. Ball up. 20 from home for Prince Alfred. They haven't been able to generate repeat stoppages inside their 50 much today. Port District doing really well to bounce out of there. McHenry evades 1, 2 and hits the post.
He's going to get a free kick though. He was dumped after it, so cleaned up in the goal square. Jack Gaffney was watching McHenry really closely in that stoppage, but McHenry just slips through nicely. And I was watching him, and obviously he hit the post, and he's got a 50 as well. So McHenry's going to strike first here for PAC. But that was good by McHenry, just burst through the pack. Gaffney was watching him at the stoppage very closely. And McHenry gets the first of the second half. So PAC, they needed that first one. And they get within 23 points.
As we'd expect as well, with his AFL experience there, Ned McHenry has so strong and so powerful in the contest, and we've seen him evade multiple times in and out of stoppage today, and it was only a matter of time before he was going to generate a goal-scoring opportunity. And it was him that managed to cap off his own work.
Yep, great work, McHenry.
So back to 23 points now, Nathan. 6 minutes gone on the Kieran Haiketsu Vodka Lemon Soda scoreboard.
So Lyset and Neil are going to go back at it as the shade comes across the ground here. The beautiful Park 9 Oval's in great nick out here. Ball socket out wide. Thomas Carter leads in the race, does well, shrugs off a couple, a bit easy there. Neil, he couldn't grab it, but he's taken. Umpire says play on.
Great kick.
Great little kick. It's McHenry, I think. Gave it to McInnes, he goes out wide. Another player on here, if he can get it over. It just took a little bit too long. Pumps it in along though. Clark in good position. Oh, coming across and doing well and getting a free kick. Was Davison, yeah, the PAC supporters not real happy here. So Davison put his body on the line in a good position. He's going to kick it straight to PAC. Quick little kick on board, looking for McHenry.
Falcon?
Couldn't quite find him. Yeah, I think that might have been off the noggin. Pritchard, he just slams it on the boot, and there's our man Gaffney, but he couldn't get it. Over the top, Thomas Sells, he quickly got rid of it. Now it's Quaney. Oh, good effort by Seb Quaney. Good from here. We're right behind that one, and he's just hurt himself in the leg, lower leg there. Nearly got something out of nothing, and Davison put a bit of pressure on. So PAC doing attacking early on here. Joey Haynes to bring it back in.
Davison, a couple of really important defensive acts there for Port Districts. Just because you're not captain doesn't mean you can't show leadership out on the ground, and the former skipper has that in spades. Haynes goes long and strong out of defence. Tommy Carter, time to steady. Sammy Gray, over his head though, Pat Singleton. So since they've made that change, Singleton's probably won his fair share of ball on Sam Gray. Playing out of the cage today, Sam Gray. There's plenty of class. And he's kicked 2 as well for the away side. With Mitch Dean,
Ooh.
brave kick, but it works. Pritchard, neat left foot ball to the outer side, to another neat left footer, Bromley. Finds its way to Jolly just. Now they're out. Can they find a mark? They're just putting each other under immense heat by not finding a chest. Piper had time to steady, and Cooper Gaffney, really, really well done. He's putting his name on the 3 votes and for the Archies today.
Yeah, no doubt, Jack. He's been great back there all day. Rose now to the running. Miller Carter. Oh, he's kicked straight to PAC. The kick, I think, was from Pritchard. Through the middle. Jolly. Now Jolly to Neil. Neil's going to go out wide. He's got Mitch Dean there. He takes the mark in front of Louis Sharrod. So Dean. Looks to be no real loose players up forward. Port Districts have manned up well here. So he's just going to go long. Hugo Kelly's going to take the fly. Oh, couldn't quite take the mark. He's got some players around him. He misses the handball. Charging through Lyset. Did well. Couldn't quite take it though. But Niskahorse out to Joey Haynes. Leading in the race again was Singleton. He's doing a good job back there on Gray. He's led him to it a couple of times. Sumner there, the skipper. He picks it up now to Jolly. He started well this quarter. Big kick forward. Bentley's going to fly against 3. Picked up by Miller Carter. Then PAC grabbed it and they were wrapped up. So PAC in a dangerous scoring spot. It's Bentley on the bottom of the pack. Young Ralston, Cody, doing a good job in his first game. Ball thumped out wide. Matty Rose leads there with Josh Perks. Picked up now there by Scott Bentley. And a beautiful kick in board. It's Hugo Kelly. So I didn't quite see who kicked that in.
I think it was...
Is it McInnes? Or is it Pitt?
No, Pitt's in the middle.
Yeah,
McInnes, I think
it looks like, yeah. Or it might even be Gattenby. If he turns around for me, we'll be able to see, but it was a lovely kick. And now, can Hugo Kelly, yeah, number 13, it was James Gattenby. So can Hugo Kelly get the 5th here for PAC? In he comes, leans back, it looks good off the boot, straight through the middle. He likes it. PAC get their 5th. So 2 in a row for PAC. They've come out here and started this quarter real well. So they get back in this game now. Back within 16 points. We played 11 and a half minutes. And first goal to Hugo Kelly.
Yeah, and that's his 7th of the year for the newly appointed vice skipper of the Reds, Hugo Kelly. And as you said, 16 points the margin. We have a real game on our hands now. We saw this similar trend in the first quarter. PAC with most of the momentum and time in forward half, and Port Districts went bang bang to respond with a couple of their own. Can PAC keep the foot on the throat here? McHenry spinning, weaving, kicking a little check side. Found its way to McInnes. McHenry following up. McHenry ducked, wanted the high one, didn't get it.
Gone.
And the umpire did not fall for it. And he's given the umpire a spray and he says, come with me. That'll be 25.
It might be another one if he's not careful. He won't let it go there, will he?
Jason Niskahus now. Handball, Logan Rose, pumps it long. Jack Ferns setting himself. Block. Umpire whistle to the mouth. Didn't pay anything.
Yeah, it could have just
Eventually
been
pays the ball
protecting the space there. It could have just been a block now. They couldn't have. In the middle of the ground, they might have paid that, but up forward, the umps let it go.
Yeah, they're brave if they do. Especially Port District's way. They'll cop a spray from the home faithful. Doesn't go too far, does the footy. There'll be another ball up. So Port Districts with a couple now. Sam Gray, snap. Like the second quarter. Something out of nothing, but this time it's a behind. And that puts the margin out to 17 points. 13 minutes gone on the Kieran Haiketsu scoreboard. Craig Pitt to bring the ball in.
So PAC, can they go coast to coast here? Pitt, nice ball. Oh, just went over the back and Neil, but they could be on here.
Could work.
Kelly picks it up. Sells, they got 2 on. He just needed to shove it forward. He couldn't quite do it, and Haynes was there, but still a chance here. McHenry. Oh, he's wrapped up in a strong tackle. Spills to Neil, though, and his ball is shanked off the left side of the boot, but falls in the hand of Bentley. Now Bentley gets smothered, where his kick was touched. Haynes is wrapped up in a strong tackle. PAC are lifted here. McInnes. He's looking for a free. And PAC crowd going irate. He just sort of slid down a little bit trying to get the free. So
I thought the noise of affirmation would come through for him there.
no doubt. Hugo Kelly's there. Haynes, he's wrapped up in a good tackle by Thomas Searles, and the umpire says, I'll have it. So PAC tackling hard here. Can they jag another one here? 3 in a row would make it real interesting. Big shepherd out on McHenry by Niskahorse. Miller Carter just handles to space. Leading in the way there, and happy to see it over bounds was Jackie Anello, pursued by Niskahorse. We're right in front of us here. 50 metres out, PAC's goal. Niskahorse now with the job on McHenry, so he's being rotated with taggers all day. Oh, Lysette does well. Hugo Kelly just totally misjudged the bump, the contact. Slam forward by Dorf. Singleton. Now Bromley. What can they do? They got a loose man in the middle here. He plays on.
Yes.
Oh, good spoil. Oh, good hit there. Could have been high, but PAC pinging it around. Thomas Sells, what can he do? He's got some loose players, but he just slammed it on the boot. McHenry was there, Clark as well, so a few loose players for PAC in that last couple of forward entries, but they just haven't been able to find them. And Joey Niskahorse to bring it back in.
Got a short one on. Oh, just telling him to go back around, soak some more time off the clock. We've seen this a lot today from the reigning premier, switching at all costs, uncontested marks. Carter over the top to Rose, just stays in. Plenty of time on that outer wing. Neat looking ball down the line. Ferns, it's got to be good against 3, and it looks like he is. Nice handball, Sharrod. Kick smothered. Kilpatrick coming in, as well as Pritchard. Bobbling around, Kilpatrick ends up with it, and he ends up on the deck for his troubles. Good defensive work there by PAC to not let that one be a coast-to-coast goal. They were wide open there. Port District's nearly made him hurt. Sam Gray, great tap by Lysette. Sammy Gray around the corner. Drop mark, Passanidi.
He's hurt
He
himself.
looks a bit sore too. And Prince Alfred just chip it around in the back 50. McHenry just running around at will. Great ball to Hugo Kelly. Tries to get it back. Doesn't get honoured. Hugo Kelly's going to come out in front of the coaches' boxes. Ollie Clark, he likes a fly. Off hands. Searles has time. Perks back on from his yellow card in the second quarter. Bentley. Good body work there by Motti Statch. Denton. Time. Doesn't find Rose, but that doesn't matter. He's in plenty of space. And he steadies and finds Louis Sharrod, who could probably play on.
So Sharrod out of side. Nice kick. Ferns does well. Swings back around and plays on. Around another. To the hot spot. Umpire's in the way there. Flying over the back and taking a mark was Thomas Carter. Great grab from behind. Joe Howard says I had a fair bit of that as well. But Thomas Carter, great grab over the back, some good movement from Port Districts, and this time they get that last kick right inside forward 50. And Thomas Carter now, this will hurt PAC. They were pressing for their 6th, so Thomas Carter leans back. Umpire doesn't do too much work, that's through. Port Districts get their 8th, so they're back out to a 23-point lead. 8-9, plays 5-4. 18 minutes gone in this third quarter. Pretty even quarter at the moment. Both sides having some opportunities. And finally that time, Port District's made them pay.
PAC have been much better in this third quarter. Locking the ball in their front half. Winning their fair share of clearance. Been pretty good at stoppage. Just sort of breaking down around their half forward line. A little bit too often. They still need a spark down there if they're any chance of overcoming a 4-goal deficit when they've only kicked 5. Could prove to be a bridge too far, but there's still plenty of time left in this contest. Jolly in pursuit of Niskahorse. McHenry probably didn't have it, got sat on. Ferns, now they're away. Nash Haynes in front of Ben Gould. So that favours him. And he arches the back, doesn't get away from Ianello. Gould gets it back from Carter. That's a sizzler. Lysette.
Oh, great hit. Great hands.
Sensational jukes.
Yeah, the PAC weren't happy. They thought they was holding the ball.
Have a look at that one on the Dartfish replay. See if he got a glove to it there, Ben Gould. Doesn't matter though. It's in some reliable hands too with Scott Lysette. 12 on the year now, Scott Lysette. 1 today. Leans back. And I tell you what, this looks pretty good. Oh, we all went the early crow, so did Scott. Umpire was in position A. Just went over the goalpost. And that makes it an even 4-goal kill here at Park 9 as we approach red time here in this third quarter.
So the ball comes in. Loose player out wide. Can PAC get something going here from deep in their defence? A couple of good kicks forward. Oh, Neil just shoved his man out the way and fell in the arms of McInnes, but unfortunately, free kick. Fortunately for Port District Stadiums and Ferns. He's having an impact, Jack Ferns. He's having a good quarter, good game. Wobbling kick. Picked up by Craig Pitt. Get to 1-2, but they muck it up a bit here. Kilpatrick. Wrapped up in a strong tackle. He's going nowhere. So ball. Forward lines here for Port District steaming through. I think it was Gray. Couldn't quite take it. Pitt. Handball out wide. PAC work it well, but then it's just slammed on the boot. Good luck. McInnes over the back. Millicata, he's having a good game. Gives a little tap to Haynes. Well bumped there out the way.
If they can get
now,
it, they're out.
Yes, yeah, Sells has got it now. Can they swing it out wide? Ollie Clark's on a lead. Over the back here, though, McInnes has made some space.
Look out.
Oh, well done, Logan Rose. Fists out wide. Picked up by Rose. Haynes, that's Joe. Now Davison. They're away. Oh, Ferns, well done, PAC. Ball going back and forward here, Gattenby. Can they just finish here? Out wide, Clark's on a lead, should mark. And does. He's got one over the top here. Come at him. He's got a nice kick by Clark. Well done, and Quaney's taken the mark. So they finally get some link play. They've had a few chances. And this time, Seb Quaney. They need this one. 4 goals straight down. 24 points. Just to get the margin back to 18. So in comes Quaney. 40 out. Looks pretty good off the boot. It's a lovely kick. He's got it. So PAC get that goal they needed. Margin back to 18 points. So well done, Tom Sells. Ollie Clark. Good build up there.
It's probably the first time they've been able to change the angle and actually make the most of that clean space that they've had. They've burnt the ball probably a little bit too many times, and Port Districts have been set up really well behind the ball defensively as well. So Quaney just working hard back into that open space, got on the end of one, and that's good reward for the PAC forward.
3 goals. Still right in this. With 4 or 5 minutes to go in this third quarter.
See if there's another twist or turn to come here at Park 9. Denton and Neil going at it in the ruck. Neil, nice tap down, only as far as Sharrod though. He clears. Carter held the front position well. Moddy Statch, handball, intercepted. Bobbling around, it's found its way to the outer. Time and space. McInnes over his head, pushed in the back by Miller Carter.
Been good,
been
McInnes.
doing it all day, says the home fans.
Draws a free well, McInnes. He's been good.
He's definitely been one of the better players this Arvo for the Reds. He looks up and he has Haynes and Sharrod on their own, playing loose, so he's got to lower the eyes, and he does with a chiseler to Searles. Come to this near side. Howard doesn't find him. Probably got tripped. Umpire went to pay it, I think. Doesn't matter. Over the back.
Done a couple of good things, young Patrick Gattenby. And that was good. I thought Joey Howard was in a bit of trouble there with the way the ball bounced, but he got around. I didn't see, was there a leg maybe put out or a trip, but umpire let it go.
Gattenby makes no mistake. And that's given the home team and the home fans a lift as we approach three-quarter time. Patrick Gattenby moved to SA from Tassie earlier in the year. Chose PAC as his club. And you wouldn't read about it, but his favourite place to go to in Adelaide is Hindley Street, apparently.
Interesting.
Sure he might be on Hindley Street this arvo if he can prove to be the match winner. Swung forward, playing back earlier in this game. Looks to be a player too. Some great numbers down in Tassie over the last couple of years.
Yeah, he's got a bit of class. Saw that when he kicked that beautiful ball earlier and found a target as well, inside 50. So slammed on the boot there. That was Nash Haynes who's having a run in the middle, but straight to PAC. The defenders are doing well here. It's Bromley before who started the coast-to-coast run from deep in their defence. He did well with a clean pick-up, which resulted in the goal. So now McHenry. 2 goals the difference here. PAC right back in this. Out wide, now Ianilo's got to go. Well done, Gaffne. Does well. Little handball to knock on to Niskahus. His kicks forward. Ferns. He's normally clever in this situation. Picks it up well, but tackled well also. Bromley. He gets bumped after his handball. Sells. Yeah, you could hear the smack from here, couldn't you? And Thomas Sells was wrapped up in a tackle. So this game's really lifted in this third quarter. Tap by Neil. Straight to Perks. Ball going nowhere.
Denton, Neil. Denton commands front position over Neil. In and under again. Haynes. Doesn't go far at all.
Just see Joey Haynes. He's all alone in this defence here, around the 50-metre mark.
Yep, he'll be well positioned for a hat kick forward, no doubt about it. And it could happen right now. Hayden Jolly on the left, straight in that direction. Got his arm chopped. Umpire was going to pay it and didn't. And that stopped what could have been. Ned McHenry's fired up at three-quarter time. 4 goal to 1 quarter for the home side. Has them right back in it here at three-quarter time. We might have a contest for the ages coming our way here at Park 9, which hasn't quite been the trend the last couple of times they met last year. 52 points and 39 points. 4 districts getting the job done. But it's shaping up to be an absolute cracker. Stick around here on Filming Footy. We'll be back in a couple of minutes here at Park 9. Fourth quarter action coming your way here on Filming Footy. Jack Banwell and Nathan Woods on the call with you. Just looking across at the other games going on in the division. This is the closest one, so keep your TVs dialed here at Park 9. 12 points the margin, the reigning premiers against Prince Alfred. Sam Gray pumping it long and strong inside 50. Craig Pitt tackled well there by Alex Deinhoff. Ned McHenry, the new playing coach, pumped up at three-quarter time when that siren went, revving the troops. Can they form a spiritual comeback here at Park 9? Ball in dispute. Tommy Carter pumps it long to the square. Denton and Sumner. 0-0 draw in that battle. Bobbling around Bentley, Sharrod. Diving over at Howard. Probably should get it out. Oh, umpire circling like a shark. Didn't pay holding the ball on that occasion. Minute gone here in the last quarter. 12 points the margin. Port Districts currently winning this ball game.
Good little tap by Lysett. Ferns couldn't quite run onto it though. PAC working hard there, trying to get it out of fence, but nothing happening there for them. So Lysett and Neil deep in the forward line here for Port Districts. Jolly's there. He slams it on the boot. Out of the danger zone. Leading in the race. Should have taken the mark there. Kelly maybe. No, Bentley, sorry. So now Nash Haynes has pushed off the ball. Thomas Carter's there. He's tackled strongly. Both teams going hard at it. They know the importance of this first goal. 8 goals, 10. So Port Districts had some opportunities. Last week they were pretty similar. Last couple of weeks I think they've kicked a lot of points, Port District. So the tap goes forward. Thomas Carter's there. He's wrapped up in a tackle. Going nowhere. Singleton was one of the shaved head brigade out there. Tapped by Lysett. Straight to Jolly. Couldn't pick it up. Lysett goes and grabs it. A lot of players just around this ball and stoppage after stoppage at the moment. As young Rouston comes in to throw it up. Lysett, Neil, Jolly now. Gould can't pick it up. This time Ferns, he shrugs his way here, but the kick's smothered. Going back the other way. Kilpatrick, he couldn't take it. Gaffne just slams it off the boot. Leading in the race was Deinhoff. He's pushed off it. Tap now to Jackie Anillo. He slams it on the fist. McHenry's there. What can he do? Jackie Anillo now. Pritchard. Oh, the pressure's hot this first few minutes.
It's hot in the kitchen.
Yeah,
hot in the kitchen here at Park 9. Just on your comment before there, Nathan, you are dead right. 17, 14 and 20 behinds the last three for Port Districts. And they're currently 8-10, leading by 12 points here at Park 9. It would be a really good away win for the reigning premiers to go 6 in a row. Long by Matt Rose. Denton in position B. In position A is Tom Sumner. And he's got Hayden Jolly on through the corridor and he's going to go there. And he just had to wait momentarily. Joey Haynes thought he could impact, but it was just a bit too late. McHenry now pumps it long to 50 out. Shoving his opponent to the side was Kelly. And the spoil coming through just clipped him high. And he ended up on the deck, did Hugo Kelly. And we are right behind this one, Nathan, if he decides to pin the ears back.
Yeah, he looks like he's going to have a crack.
Looks to be right on 50. Does Hugo Kelly. Miller Carter, the infringing player there, standing the mark. Hopefully Hugo's just taken note of, he's gone back a couple of metres. Strikes it well, but it's never going to score. And it clips the out on the full post, the behind post, out on the full. So it doesn't register a score. Hugo Kelly, margin remains 12 points, 7-4-46. Plays 8-10-58. Your reigning premiers of the Division 1 Adelaide Footy League, Port Districts currently winning by 12 points. Joey Haynes to bring it in.
So Haynes is going to come this side, out in front of the Port District supporters. Ferns has a leap, but in front, Thomas Carter is taking a few good marks. The Carter boys both having good games, Miller and Thomas.
Tommy could be up there in the votes.
Yeah, he's been good. He's come great late in this second half. His kick is to a pack, and no one could take a mark, and there'll be a ball up. Centre wing. Who's going to kick this all-important first major of this last quarter? Lysett slams it forward. Ferns couldn't pick it up. There's Thomas Carter again. McHenry's there. He's wrapped up. Got a handball out. Neil, he's wrapped up. There's been a lot of tackles this quarter. Players throwing themselves around. Margin still 2 straight goals. 12 points to diff. Lysett. Well done by McHenry. Smothers. He was held on to it too long. McHenry. What can he do now? The coach, McHenry. Puts it out in front of the running Singleton. Oh, he got a bad bounce. He just missed the target there. McHenry had to hit then. If he didn't, he needed a nice bounce and just couldn't quite collect it, Singleton. So he goes Ferns. Jackie Anello did well. Pritchard out wide. Good handball there. Oh, put him under the pump actually, McHenry. Goes in hard and grabs Jack Gaffne. Rose. Jack Gaffne again. Oh, it's hot in there. McHenry working hard, trying to will his team over the line. Pritchard got a handball from Ianillo, and that's out of bounds. A scrappy piece of play. Oh, it is.
Everyone have a breather. Everyone have a breather.
Take over, Jack. I need a breather, please.
The intensity's gone up. Pressure factor would be over 200 for both teams. Lysett, great tap to the running Gaffney. He clears. Deinhoff just outbodied Pitt there. Denton, Niskahus, Sharrod, they're all involved. Denton, snap over the body. Knew Sharrod was streaming forward, and that should be a free. It's not. It's not a free. Can you believe it? Sharrod is in disbelief. Sumner was nowhere near the footy there.
That'd be a free kick if Sumner was facing the right way, let alone not facing it. So, young Ralston, he might have given the benefit of the doubt. His son might have been in his eyes there. But,
yeah, you see. Bring this one to the outer side with Bromley. And that in all that commotion, the ball did wander through for a point, so it's now 13 points the margin as Bromley puts that one out on the full. And Haynes will bring this one back as he collects the ball from Hackney Road.
Yeah, so they dodged a bullet. VAC, Sumner totally misjudged the jump there, but got away with it. Let's go back to the action. Play far away here. I might have to get the binoculars out.
Looks like Moddy stat.
Yep, that's correct. Thanks, Jack. Good mark by Deinhoff. He plays on now. He's got Gould on the left. Nice little kick out in front of Niskahus and class there from Port Districts. Benny Gould, he's been a solid player today as well. On the wing. Good user of the ball, one of those left footers. So Niskahus has a chance now. This will make it hard.
That was sharp ball movement.
It was
there
great
by
movement.
Port Districts.
Good mark by Deinhoff and played on. Looks like Niskahus is going to swing around. Snaps. Looks good off the boot. He loves it. Well done, Jason Niskahus. And they get around Benny Gould. So Port Districts, that's an important one for them. Margin out over 3 goals now. 19 points the margin. 9 minutes gone. Niskahus gets his first of the day.
This end, sorry, I was just going to say, this end's definitely been the scoring end.
Yep.
6 goals for Port Districts down this end, and PAC have also kicked 6 going to this end. So,
yeah, so 12 of the 16, yeah. It's only 4 up the other end, so you have to defy logic of the day, aren't they, to get this one.
Neil, Lysett, jeez, he's lifted in this last quarter. Bobbling around in there, Perks, tackled by Tommy Carter. Maybe it's because there's a couple Carters out there, but we've called that name a lot today. Lysett to Tommy Carter again. Sharrod. Wheels onto the left. Deinhoff leads Pitt to the footy. But it goes through Deinhoff's legs and Pitt ends up with it. Alex Deinhoff sets on him straight away.
He hasn't had a lot of it, but he's done some good things, Deinhoff. He's been involved in some good passages of play. been important up there.
Nice set, front position. Straight to Jolly though. Gaffne. Clark in a one-on-one. Comes to ground. Kelly. He's probably been PAC's best, if not top 3 today.
Just missed some handballs though a few times, hasn't he? He's just got the ball and just missed a few handballs. But he's trying hard.
Skills have probably let PAC down for most of the afternoon. When they've found some marks and found some targets through hand and run and carry, they've looked really dangerous. Been few and far between thus far. Ball finds its way to the top of Port District's 50 with the ball up. Nice set, punch forward. Sam Gray to Jack Gaffney. Moddy Statch kick forward. Pitt outbodied his opponent really well and took an intercepting mark.
Oh, Pitt, he just kicked off the back foot then. McGuinness leads in the race. Joey Haynes does well. Just shoved him over a bit too easy then. Jack Ferns now. He puts the burners on. Now McGuinness picks it up. Good little handball to McHenry. Oh, he's missed the target though. Cooper Gaffney leads in the race. Well done by Nash Haynes. Clean. Kicks out wide to Joey Haynes. He just slams it on the boot. Carter's there, but coming across Pritchard takes a nice mark. He's going to go short to McHenry. Can he find someone here? Ned. Short little kick. Thomas Sells give. Good call. Running Mitchell Dean. Out wide. Leading in the race there, though, was Denton. Over his head. Kelly couldn't quite take the mark, and now it's Logan Rose.
I think it found him, Nathan.
He just dropped the mark. Sorry, yeah, correct. I was watching the other players running from the other side. Good mark by Sharrod on the outer side. A little chance goes begging for PAC. Hugo Kelly just grabbing his leg there. Sharrod out wide, nice kick. Gray's come into it this last quarter. Been thrown in the middle a bit. Got that first centre clearance of the quarter. Sammy Gray calls Hawkins over. Goes at him now and finds him. So Hawkins out of side in the sunshine. All the supporters have got their arms up above their heads or over their eyes, shielding from the sun. Ball goes forward. Punch over the back by Pitt. Jackie Anello slams it on the boot. Out wide, Kelly spoils Lycett. Soccers it off the ground, but straight to Nash Haynes. Haynes to space. Who's going to go? Jolly goes back. Ferns is at it. Well done here. Through the middle, Singleton. Nick Henry. This looks promising. Out wide. Can they take a mark? Oh, couldn't quite take the mark. Was Bentley. Socket off the grain by Haynes. Thomas Sells will bring it straight back in.
They need some reward for effort here, PAC. They've got to get moving. 19 points. Pumps it long. Chance gone begging just moments ago, you feel. And in amongst 5, it looks like Lycett. Nope. Miller Carter. To Lycett, who spreads to the outer side. He's got a man on. Honours it. It's Gould. Neat looking left football to Thomas Carter. Goes back, Sam Gray. He loves a bit of candy, does Sam Gray. And he normally finds a chest. Doesn't let me down there. Ferns. Who's got one today? Correct me if I'm wrong, I think it was Port District's first of the day as well, Nath? Jack Ferns?
Yeah, I reckon you might be right there, yep.
Lines up, tight in the pocket. Looks like it's working its way back. Just faded across the face, late, and punched through by Pritchard. So that's 20 points the margin now. If your quick maths is as good as mine, the home side need 4. And it's 14 minutes gone on the Kieran Haiketsu scoreboard. Neil, only as far as Haynes, who just come across there, took a sensational grab and finds Sharrod at the top of 50.
So Sharrod now, he's got something out wide. It's Thomas Carter. He's got him. Great kick by Sharrod. And as we said, Thomas Carter, he's putting his name up in contention for a top 3 spot for sure, that is. He's taken a mark about 35 to 40 metres out, 45 degree angle, so 20 points the diff, you'd say. If this one goes through, just about be shut the gate for PAC. Gattenby on the mark. In he comes, Carter. Leans back. It's through. He likes it. He's raises the one finger in the air.
Jonathan Brown-like.
Yep, Jay Brown-like, correct. So Carter gets his second of the day. So, yeah, to go with a good game. 2 goals for Thomas Carter. And you'd say that'd just about be it. Jack, 26 points the margin, about 10 minutes to go. They'd have to score 5 goals.
Probably just a bridge too far for them to cross. One would think 26
Funny things
points.
have happened though in footy, so we never know. They'll need a quick one though here, PAC.
What have they got left, the home side? Neil. Nice tap down. McHenry sat on straight away by the big man, Scott Lysett. Says, welcome to the Adelaide Footy League. Second attempt now to clearance. Neil does so. Found its way to McHenry. Shovels a handball out the back. Clark, he knows where the goals are. So does that man, Craig Pitt. But a sensational rundown tackle. I think it was Nash Haynes. Or Logan Rose. One of them. Excellent work. Comes out to Clark. Just outside 50. And in acres of space is Scott Bentley, who might just go back and have a pot shot from right on 50. How far out is he then?
Yeah, I reckon. Just see, it's hard with the shadows, but it's just right on 50, I reckon. He's giving it a good ride.
Looks to have popped it up, maybe. It's been kept in. Good spoil. Only as far as Nash Haynes. And they repel now with Ben Gould. He's had a stack of it this afternoon.
Sure has. Jack Gould's been one of their best. He's just going to chip it back. So probably just looking to wax a bit of time off the clock here. Port Districts. Joey Haynes always has a lot of it. He's been a good player. Ball out the back. Ferns, he just gives a hip and shoulder. Spills out the back to Howard. His kick's partly smothered. Thomas Carter slams it on the boot. Going to get the sit here from behind and take a good mark there. It was Hawkins. Hawkins to Sharrett. Sharrett's had a real good second half and nice little kick to Gould again. He's got Miller Carter leading for him. He's just going to go short to Jack Gaffne. So they're good at doing this, Port Districts. When they get the ball around 50, they just be patient. And here they are again, just chiseling it around. And Louis Sharrett's got the ball. Might test him late in the game here, Sharrett. He's just got a plan all on his own. Bad checking by PAC. Ned McHenry gives his players an absolute spray. And the Oyster Kilpatrick. Oscar Kilpatrick's lining up. Here goes Killer. What can he do? He's been a solid contributor, Kilpatrick. 20 metres out, 15 metres out. Couple of steps and he shanked it. Yeah, he just a bit of a shuffle in there. Didn't really have momentum and took it a bit casually and threw for a minor score. Any scores around the ground for us there, Jack?
I'll come back to you on that one.
Okay, so Craig Pitt's going to bring it back in. They're going to have to move it real quick here, PAC. Neil's got the fly. Jack Gaffne gives it to Lysett out the back. Joey Haynes, he's got Cooper Gaffne on. Jack Ferns has a little lead. Now Miller Carter does, and he'll honour that lead. Sorry, it's Matty Rose.
Around the grounds for you, Nath. Yep. Lanunga doing the job over Golden Grove. Paynham doing the job over Broadview, both convincingly. Ross Trevor convincingly over Sacred Heart as well. The only other cliffhanger is St. Peter's currently up by 4 points against Salisbury North. Down at the Nest too, that's a tough place to go. Yeah,
they're doing well. Salisbury North coming up. Them and Ross Trevor are both come up divisions and doing well. And here's our man Gould again out to Sharrett, but it's just a bit wide that time. They'd worked it well around the outer side.
Clark.
So yeah, Ollie Clark, thanks Jack. He's played all right for PAC today. He's been quite good. Shoved out there. Denton did well, used the body, couldn't grab it. Neil to Kelly slams it on the boot. In front, can they get a crumb here? Lycett's tackled McHenry over the head.
It's like a little Jack Russell out there.
He is McHenry. He's a real goal. There's nothing of him, but he's everywhere, bouncing up and around. He's 150. He's yelling at teammates. He's encouraging. He's doing everything out there. A great pick up for Prince Alfred. So McHenry in space, lovely kick. Oh, couldn't take the mark, Bentley. Picked up by Port District, some sharp handballs, but good tackle. Picked up by Bentley. That was the other one, Scott, brother of James, I assume. Back now, Singleton. Oh, he's just put it on his head. Hard kick there for Craig Pitt, who has gone forward in this last quarter. So in the shade here, shadows coming across Park 9. Oh, Pritchard's met heavily by Sam Gray. He's taken the wind out of his sails there, but he gets up.
All fair. That was just a cracking hit there by Sam Gray.
Good hit. Sam Gray's running over here. Probably said a word to him.
He doesn't mind picking one off every now and then.
Yeah, he certainly does.
Loves it. Plays it physical, plays it fair.
Gould's got it again.
Got it again, and so does Cooper Gaffne. How many times have they done this today? Look at PAC all flock back to try and defend and counter this ball movement. It's probably been the difference today. They've found too many uncontested marks. Too many free guys inside 50. Cooper Gaffne now. I've just copped a whiff of the barbecue. I don't know about you, Nathan, but it smells sensational.
Yeah, mate, I've had a bacon and egg roll, but I could definitely devour some more. There's Kranskis down there that look good, but I'm trying to be good.
Poor ball there by the Port District's man over his teammate's head, and also there from the Reds. So just a comedy of errors at the moment. Gaffney takes a nice little one-hander. Been called to play on. Chiseling ball, Ben Gould. Sharrod, not 15. Back to Gould. He's had 3 in about 30 seconds, Ben Gould. Who can fly? Moddy Stach, no one quite. Singleton. Deep in Prince Alfred defence here now. Pitt with plenty of time to steady. Jolly's taken plenty of marks in the corridor today. He'll get this back from Sumner. Hayden Jolly now. Providing plenty of run and carry through that mid-ground. Bentley, can he finally get on the under one today? He's been pretty quiet. Hasn't had the service. Gaffney, Haynes. They've had about 60 between them too, I reckon. And Ned just deals with Louis Sharrod after he takes a mark. Probably a little bit late. And I think the umpire reversed the ball. Yeah, he has reversed it. So Ned McHenry's going to have a shot. We're 23 minutes gone here in the last quarter. He's playing this one right out to the end, which is good to see.
Yeah, he's been good, Ned. He's been in everything. Jolly as well, I've just said, he's had a very good second half.
Takes a couple of stutter steps to McHenry, and he puts it through. So he's kicked 2 for the afternoon. He's had a stack of the footy. He's trying to lead by example out there. Just hasn't quite had the troops to come with him, unfortunately, today. Ned? There's plenty to like about PAC, though. I was sceptical coming in. They had a good start to the year, winning a couple, and our fellow commentator, Lockie Gould, tipped him to win the flag and win the early crow, and since then they've burnt him and lost 5 on the bounce. So maybe Lockie's put the moz on Prince Alfred, but yeah.
So back in the middle, Lycett. Good handball out, Sharrod. Heaps of it this second half has Louis Sharrod. Charging through again was McHenry. Just no fear there. Ball goes out to Joe Howard, out wide. Oh, Sharrod couldn't quite take it. Picked up there by Dorf. Thomas Carter. Hits it into the hot spotter. There's the siren to end this game out at Park 9. Port Districts running out winners by 21 points. So it was 23 shots to 12 in the end. 10 goals, 13, 73 to Prince Alfred, 8-4-52. In the end, a good win away for Port Districts. Just said PAC came out to play today. It was a pretty tight first quarter until Port District's got on top, but to put PAC's credit, they came back hard in that third quarter. Last quarter was a bit of a struggle, but in the end, Port District's probably just a little bit cleaner on the day. Some of their forward entries were good, had a few more targets up forward. Young McInnes was the leading goal scorer for PAC. They probably needed a bit more out of some of their other forwards, but Jack, in the end, Port District's roll on 6 in a row. So they are going to stay in second position. With Sacred Heart losing, they will probably get a game clear of them now as well.
I think that'll bring them level. Sacred Heart undefeated at the moment.
Sorry, Sacred Heart. I'm thinking of who was the other team that are 5-1?
St. Peter's.
St. Peter's, yeah, they're going to win. So there'll be 6. So there'll be 3 teams on 6-1 now. Yeah, you think?
Yeah.
Oh, Saints was a close one, wasn't it? Sorry.
Yeah, we'll just quickly check
have a
that
look
result.
at that one.
See if I can get a refresh here on the app. No refresh just yet. I'm sure that score will come through any minute now. But yeah, good summary there, Nath. PAC, they had a lot of fight and character in this performance today, but just probably weren't clean enough at critical times, especially going inside 50, where they probably burnt the forwards a little bit and didn't give them as much opportunity as they would like. Whereas Port Districts, they were pretty clean and they just found a chunk of uncontested marks all around the ground, switching, going back and forth, shifting the defence, and that eventually led to many wide open marks inside 50. Quickly just run through the goal kickers for Port Districts, the winners today. Pretty even spread. Tommy Carter and Sam Gray with a couple, and then Niskahus, Rose, Haynes, Dynoff, Lyset and Ferns with 1. That's what you've got?
Sure have, mate.
Beautiful.
Correct weight.
And for the home side, McInnes 3, as you said, and just didn't have quite as many blokes come with him as he would have liked. Kelly with 1, Gattenby with 1, Quaney with 1, and McHenry kicking 2 as well. Port Districts running away with this one, 21 points to the good, as you alluded to. 6 on the trot. Is it 6? It could be 5. They lost in round 2. I think it was 5.
Yeah, so they've just won round 1, lost round 2. Yeah, yep. So they.
So 5 in a row for Port Districts, and the thing that I'm loving most about Port Districts is they're winning in a lot of different ways as well. They've had a couple of come from behind wins and demolished Broadview in round 3, and then the last few weeks has been pretty tough, tight contested games in the prelim rematch and the grand final rematch. So they're going really well. Port Districts, there's not a lot of weaknesses across the board, and they've got plenty of depth. The B grade is going great guns as well. And just speaking to Josh Ramsey before the game, Nath, they've actually got a couple of injuries which I wasn't aware of too. So they've got some troops to come back after the bye, which is scary.
Harry Dwyer's a very important player. He's a good player for him. He reminds me of Cooper Gaffne a bit. He's great skill, same sort of hair and that. And they've still got and Kenny Carpenter. We know he's a skillful player. Zach Rose there. And there might even be a couple more that, as you said, a couple more injuries. So, they're travelling along beautifully. They're back-to-back. Tilt is looking all on target at the moment. And another good win away from home. And, they'll be very happy down at, what's going to say Largs Reserve, but I think it's Country Living Homes. Down there tonight. It'll be rocking again.
We'll go away and we'll decide who takes home the pair of Archies and the $50 voucher, thanks to the Gully. But as always, our 5 live streams today are proudly brought to you by Filming Footy, Sports Interactive, Classic Clashes, Custom by ITC, High Five e-bikes, Dartfish, Archies, Jag Meatworks, Kimberley Resorts, and Programs to Fit. And probably just one more time there, Nathan will probably give another shout out to TJ as well if you are watching, and I'm sure he'll catch this at some point. But sending our love and strength to you and your family, mate. It's terrible the news that you've had over the last few weeks and what you'll be dealing with in the coming weeks and months to come. But hopefully there's a positive result out of it and you can come back bigger and stronger, and we'll see you in front of our screens and hosting between the posts and giving all your positive energy. And I think I saw Vince use the word effervescent on a Facebook comment. So the whole footy community, the Adelaide Footy League community is behind you there, TJ. And that's about all I've got to say on that one. Very well said, mate. We're thinking of you, TJ. And all the best, mate. just about wraps things up here at Park 9. It was a very entertaining contest. Port District's the reigning premiers, just proving too good, and PAC, they're sort of in a little bit of a rebuild phase. Just lacked a little bit of the class and quality, which is probably what you'd expect coming up against the reigning premier. So they've got a bit of work to do, but just reaffirming that score, it was Port Districts, the away team, 10-13-73 versus 8-4-52. The away side getting the job done there by 21 points here at Park 9.
Beautiful. Well done. All right.